Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Aliens Dark Descent, where today, one way or another, I'm hoping to finish off Barclays Docks. Although I'm getting mixed information here, it's saying 4 to 6 primary and 3 to 5 secondaries complete. But it's also saying mission completion 50%, so we'll see how it goes. So, picking my deployment point in Hunslet's dropship. Now, the default deployment point is right next to where I need to go. And as luck would have it, right next to where I'm going to deploy, there's a room here full of ammo. Which I couldn't open because I needed a tech or a marine with a smart-ass skill. There's also places up here I haven't actually explored yet, and there's a deployment point near that too. Don't forget, anything that you didn't pick up on a previous deployment remains there to be picked up on subsequent deployments, and if you found them, like, there's a room here that's got everything in it, tools, medkits, and ammo. And it's all still there, not because I didn't want to pick it up, but because it's in a room secured with an encrypted terminal, and I couldn't do anything about that in previous visits to Barclays Docks, but I should probably fix that this time around. So, let's see about fixing that this time around. So the default squad is Sergeant Ruiz, Latina the medic, Mary the gunner, and Smith, nicknamed Deadeye there, well I'm probably going to change that to Smudge, my recon marine. Do any of these guys have the smartass skill? Yes, Smudge has the smartass skill. Alright, that's all I need. Note the M-class star freighter in the dry dock at Barclays Docks. Exactly the same model of ship as the Nostromo from Alien and the Torrens from Alien Isolation. They wouldn't put that there and not have us go on board.
Stay frosty, Marines.
Maybe later. Anyway.
Come on, team!
So, we've already cleared out, I think at least, the majority of the Darwin era nut jobs in this place. But there's bound to be a few more in the command room, which is my current objective, reach that command room. Now that's on the upper level, but the elevator to the upper level is at the end of this complex.
I think we're spotted!
And there's a motion track. Okay, that's not aliens coming, that looks like a patrol. Not moving fast enough, and there's too many of them for that to be aliens. Aliens tend to operate alone until they see you, and then that's when the swarm closes.
Focus fire on target! Light him up! Great to send it!
And
grant us your strength!
Yeah! Don't mess with me!
So you back up to give yourself as much lead time as possible to cut them down before they get to you.
Come on, team!
Right, let's go. Need to get to the elevator and up to the command room. Pretty sure I've cleared out everything down here.
Shit, it's coming to us!
Oh, and there's another patrol coming. Now, I don't know for sure that these patrols are going to be unarmed, or at least only armed with melee weapons, because they do have access to pulse rifles, so I'm going to take cover here.
Safe position taken.
Take cover and engaging from behind cover.
I've hit.
Okay,
You like that, huh?
pulse rifles. But it's always a good idea when you're fighting humans to take cover and engage from behind cover, because it drastically reduces the amount of damage that you take from firearms. Alright? Elevators at the end of this corridor. Oh, that's a
Safe
locked
position
terminal.
taken.
I've got 3 tools. People don't usually put stuff behind locked terminals unless it's stuff that they would rather stay locked up. So I'll use a tool. See what's in here. And we have... Okay,
Let's see what's
there's
inside.
another tool. There's some med supplies. Alright, so this has already been worth it.
Move on!
And is there something down there as well? Yep, ammo. Alright, good stuff. Totally worth it. Didn't end up costing us any tools, and we bagged some ammo and some meds. Right, as soon as we pick this lot up,
Hurry up, you
and while the
sluts!
motion tracker is clear, let's head up to the next level. Upstairs and en route to the command room, I came across another room that was sealed behind a locked terminal. I've got 3 tools, so yeah.
I think we're spotted!
Again, there's usually something good on the other side of these doors. Usually.
Access
Sometimes
granted.
there's something very bad on the other side of these doors. Sometimes something was locked in there for a good reason. But this time...
They're heading our way!
yeah. It's all good. More ammo. Nothing on the body.
Let's see what's inside.
Tool to replace the one that I used to get in here. Yeah, I'll call that one a win. Ooh, motion tracker contact right outside. Although it isn't moving, which would suggest it's an alien in the vents. It's a single contact, so it's not a patrol of humans, and
Don't
it's
get
not
too
moving,
comfy,
which
okay?
means it's probably an alien lying in ambush in one of the vents. And it's gone. If you wait them out long enough, they do disappear. Right, I ain't getting through that way.
Move on!
Have a quick look. Hang on a minute. There's a room back here. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. It is worth checking the map every now and then, not just to get your bearings. That's the room. The door's sealed. Because even if you don't notice something, the map does, and it'll record it.
I think we're spotted!
So how the hell am I getting in there? Because the door is sealed. I can't cut through it. Ah, weakened bulkhead on the other side. Alright, that's going to cost us a demo charge. There is a motion tracker contact up there. I'm pretty sure it is just an alien event.
Planting C4.
It may still be drawn by the sound of the explosion.
Get down! It's gonna blow!
Yeah. That's a risk I'm prepared to take. It's cost me 1 ammo to place that down. 2 reloads in here. And there doesn't appear to be anything closing in on the motion tracker. Oh, right.
Let's see what's inside.
Nice. 1 reload, 1 tool, 1 medkit. Totally worth it. I'm now up to 4 tools. It isn't bad considering I think I only deployed with 3, and I've used a couple. Right, so I can get around that way.
Hurry up, squad!
But that's kind of a long way around. Can't get through that way for what should hopefully be very obvious reasons. But there's a door here.
I think we're spotted!
That leads up to the bedroom. Now this is where the nut jobs were holding a bunch of hostages that I rescued on my previous deployment. Just about the only thing that I actually accomplished on my previous deployment. What is in here? Because that door is just completely destroyed. There doesn't actually seem to be anything there. I could create a shelter here, but stress levels are basically...
They're heading our way!
There aren't any, so there's not a lot of point, and it would cost 2 tools. So I think this was the security room. And there's a door in there that leads straight to the command room, which is where I need to be. Not too worried about that motion tracker contact off to the right. That's actually outside the building that I'm currently in. There's usually an alien runner that just likes to lurk around out there.
It's quiet.
And
too quiet.
It'll jump up into the corridor.
Move on!
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. So that room on the other side of this door is where I need to be, because the door to the command room is in that room. But there's a double door here, and one of them's sealed and can only be opened from the other side. And that means I have to go the long way around along that corridor, which has been blown open,
Marines.
providing easy access for runners that like to lurk outside in the street below waiting for somebody to use that corridor. Oh, great. Alright, here goes.
There's something around.
Yeah, there it is. It just popped up again on the motion tracker. You'll see what I mean when we get there. There's a section. It's down there somewhere in the street. And there's a section of corridor up ahead that got blown up by the Darwin era cultists. There it is. And that's where it likes to jump up to the second it sees you. But it does not leave you an awful lot of room for maneuver.
Here's one.
Please don't see me. Please. Ah, shit.
We're spotted! Bring them down!
Okay.
Who else wants some?
Nothing I could have done about that. So, I got seen, a hunt has been triggered. Hive aggression is starting to escalate.
Shit, it's coming
I
to
was about to
us.
say, but there's nothing else on the motion
Come on,
tracker, and then
team.
a motion tracker comes out. But we got to where we need to be.
Safe
That's a
position
lone
taken.
contact, which probably... Oh, it disappeared. That's very suspicious. A lone contact suggests an alien. Does that mean it went into a vent?
I think we're spotted.
Well, there's more coming from that side. But that door is sealed. Nothing can get through. Which means
They're heading our way.
it's probably gonna have
Let's
to
do
go
what we
the
came
long way
for and get the
around.
hell out of here.
At which time that...
Wait!
Oh no, this is
think we
really
lost
bad.
him.
The hunt just ended.
Quiet.
And a fresh alien just popped into the room. Ah,
Over
no,
here.
That gun's a freaking lawnmower.
Move on.
okay. Well, there's nothing I can do there. Well, I could. I could have backed off out of the room, let it explore this room, hope it didn't continue, and follow me out of the room, and then waited for it to leave, and then... yeah, whatever. Shit, there's another one coming.
Looks like they
Yeah,
found us.
well, that's fine.
Light 'em
We're
up.
running anyway.
Who else wants some?
Whatever. We're still on easy hive aggression. Not that bad. Although stress levels are starting to reach 50%.
Roger.
Let's get this bulkhead door open while we wait, because there's currently nothing else on the motion tracker. The hunt's about halfway done. Fantastic.
Access granted.
Could have done without that. Okay.
I think we're spotted.
Command room is dead ahead.
More signals incoming.
And that huge mess of motion tracker contacts are Darwin-era cultists. And they've probably got guns. But what I need right now
Come on,
is
team.
I
some
don't
place
hear him
I can-
anymore. We're
I mean,
clear.
the hunt's been interrupted, that's fine. I need some place to rest up. So that door is sealed.
Affirmative.
Looks like an infirmary. Big cross on the door. Use a tool to get this terminal open.
Access granted.
Oh shit! Grenade! It's full of eggs.
Grenade!
That terminal
That's-
should
that's
open
good.
the nearby infirmary. It could be worth a look.
That's actually really good. Killed the eggs before they noticed us. And the face huggers inside. So there's nothing on that body. But that terminal should unlock access to the infirmary.
Access granted.
Yep, door just turned green. Alright, let's get in there and
Move
loot.
on.
And hopefully that's a room that we
It's your
can
lucky
see
day,
off.
Marines. Take as much as you can.
Oh, there's all kinds of good stuff in
Right
here.
now.
A couple of bodies
Let's see
to
what's
loot,
inside.
tools, medkits, resources, which I am so incredibly short on. Because it's all well and good promoting these Marines and unlocking new specializations, but you
Weld
need to
that
also
door.
unlock the equipment that goes
You
with those
shut up,
specializations, and that
fuckers.
requires resources. But first things first, let's get that door sealed
Door welded.
and let's rest up. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, every time I looked at one of those crates, we got 11 resources instead of 10. One of the Marines in this squad has the resourceful trait, so you get 11, 10% more. Unfortunately, one of the Marines in this squad, yes, Smudge, I'm looking at you, has the conspirator trait, which means you get 10 less rest So, every time you make a shelter. Yeah, thanks, Smudge. Right, anyway,
Wakey, wakey.
stress levels reset back to 0. Still got 2
Cut
tools.
that door
Gonna
open.
Break the weld
Breaking
now.
the weld.
Doesn't cost you a tool. Welding something shut uses a tool. Decreasing
Door
the
open.
terminal uses
Come
a
on,
tool.
team.
Breaking a weld doesn't use a tool. Have a look around here before I breach the command room, because there's all kinds of
heading our
stuff
way.
here that I have not yet investigated. What's down here then? Oh, it's looking all a bit crunchy in here. Oh shit, more eggs. The good thing about having a squad of relative rookies is that pretty much every one of them has a pulse rifle.
Grenade!
And all pulse rifles come with grenade launchers. Yeah. That's the disadvantage, I
Affirmative.
think. Because
Let's see
I'm
what's
looking
inside.
at the heavy pulse rifle, which you can't
I
get
have
until we have a
multiple
rank 6 Marine, but it doesn't come with a grenade launcher. And that's a fairly significant loss in firepower when you come across something that's really, really big and nasty and needs to die right the fuck
More
now.
signals incoming!
I don't like the look of that room. Mind you, I don't like the look of
We're
any
spotted.
of these rooms. Ah, shit, we got spotted. I wasn't paying attention to the motion tracker. Okay, fine. Smudge, take it out. Come on, there it is.
Bring him down! You like that, huh? That
Right,
gun's a freaking lawnmower!
Here's the thing. I mean, at the moment
Come
there's
on,
nothing on the
team.
motion tracker other than those cultists. But I don't like the look of any of these rooms. Oh, what?
They're heading our way! Hey, Sergeant. We found a civilian in one of those cocoons.
Get him out of there, quick!
Careful, Sergeant. We've been there.
Don't worry, Hayes. We'll check him for infection.
On my way.
For survival. We're going to have to get him all the way back to the APC, aren't we? And he's going to be unconscious, which means somebody's going to have to carry him. Which means whoever's carrying him is only going to have their sidearm available, which means I've just lost 25% of the squad's firepower. Well,
Damn it.
shit.
Gotta lose some weight.
I mean, we could just leave it.
Hang in there,
Like,
man.
Civilian? What civilian? I never saw any civilians. Oh shit.
Tango, straight ahead!
Ah,
They got our scent!
shotgun.
Look alive!
Two
Bring
plus
him
grenade.
down. Bring him down.
Let's
Got it.
rock!
Now that's what I'm talking about!
Really not liking the look of that room, but there's motion tracker contacts coming in from behind us. And I'm right next to my objective as well.
Come on,
Commander,
team.
But,
We
right,
lost
this
your
is-
track, squad. Good job.
Oh, but the hunt's been interrupted, so there's nothing there. Actually, I'm not going to go so far as to say nothing. That's a high.
They're heading our way!
That's exactly the kind of place you should probably place a motion tracker. Alright, so we've got to get this city out. So, I'll cut a long story short. We fought our way out, minus the firepower of one of our Marines. You'll notice the precision shot
Suppressive
option
fire.
is not available.
It's seen us.
Alien,
Line him
not
up.
that
Who else wants
alien
some?
without triggering a hunt, because guess which Marine is carrying the civilian? Yep,
Xeno.
Smudge,
Shit, that
the
thing's
recon
sauce.
Marine.
Take a breather. Watch that
Well,
stress, squad.
shit.
Check your vitals, squad.
And look what's about to happen.
Yeah. Don't mess
Look
with
at the
me.
aggression counter. That's about to go from easy to medium hive aggression, which means a massive onslaught is about to be triggered. Everyone's stress is basically at 80%, and there ain't no way I am fighting off a massive onslaught with one of my Marines handicapped by having to carry a civvy around. So Smudge has dumped the body,
Nice shot, Marines.
and
Tons
we are
of
going to
critters
set up
coming your way.
here to weather the oncoming storm.
Move on!
Please somebody remind me to
Safe
pick the
position
body up again on the way out. Let's get these sentry guns deployed. Okay, one there covering the way we came. That looks good.
Deploying sentry
It
gun.
needs to be far enough away from the door to actually be able to engage something coming through the door, because I don't really have any way of keeping that door open. There's another there.
Sentry
which
almost
leaves
ready.
me one sentry gun. Now, I wasn't aware at the time that I played and recorded this, but I have since learned that when there's a
Sentry
massive
activated.
onslaught coming, open your map and have a look at the hive exit points. One of them will be vibrating.
Safe
That's
position
the one
taken.
that the massive onslaught is coming from. So if you know where it's coming from, it gives you a much better idea of where to place your defences. At the time, of course, I was completely unaware of it. I'm just looking at the motion tracker. Actually, I think for some
I think we're spotted!
reason that
Let's rock!
door is open.
Go down!
I don't know why it's staying open. But if I put that sentry gun further to the right, it would have been able to start shooting at them at the second they popped into line of sight. Right now. I mean, this is good enough. Unfortunately, the one sentry that I have, the one sentry and the Marines are capable of covering.
Seems like they're coming
Yeah,
down.
we're done. We're good. Awesome. Right.
Weld that door!
Everybody's stress is about to go through the roof. I've got 2 tools left and there are 2 entrances
Roger.
to this room, so I'm going to weld those shut. I
You
think I'll
shall
do
not
sentries as
pass,
well. So why
fuckers.
did that door
Looks like
stay
they
open?
found us.
Oh,
I really want this open.
Oh, I'm fucked. That door isn't sealed.
Come on,
There's
team.
something.
Oh, I hate that place,
Oh, that's
man.
where I dropped the colonist.
Set back.
That's why the door stayed open.
That's just great.
Alright, don't worry, we'll pick him up and take him with us.
Don't
But unfortunately, welding that door shut just got interrupted. There's an alien smacking it down, and everybody stresses over it. So I'm going to hand out the happy pills. Which is rapidly depleting my med supplies. And get ready to kill whatever comes through that door. And hope it doesn't trample the poor, innocent colonist on the way in. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. We'll leave that sentry gun deployed, sir.
They're on
Give
to
it
us. Let's go.
211 rounds of ammo, this is fine. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, we're all standing in front of the sentry gun. Sentry guns track and fire on any movement. Any movement.
On it.
Can I pick that guy up before they get that door open?
Damn it. Gotta lose some weight.
And also, why are they not hammering the door down? Okay,
Move on!
I don't know what happened or why. But I'm not going to
Sentry
question
gun.
it. Let's get that sentry gun packed and let's just get the fuck out of here.
Sentry packed.
There's two aliens right on the other side of that door, and they're normally not shy about battering them down. They certainly interrupted me when I was trying to weld it shut. But I'm not going to stop to inquire as to exactly what the fuck they think they're doing. I'm just going to take
Cut that
advantage
door
of it,
open.
get the hell out of here. And walk very slowly, because somebody's carrying a survivor, back to the elevator, and then all the way back the way I came to the ARC to get this survivor out. And I've just noticed something. This survivor, he's not even useful. He's a marine recruit. He's not even a doctor or an engineer. You'd better be worth it, even though I know I am never going to use you and you will not be worth it. Fantastic. So that's what I'm doing all of this for.
Stay frosty, Marines.
Come on, team.
We've got no tools, we've got one med kit. Fuck. I'm going to have to call this, aren't I? So I'm going to get this lousy good for nothing back to the ARC.
More signals incoming.
Oh, no, that's fine. There was a patrol of alien worshipping nut jobs, but the ARC dealt with it. And you move so slowly when you're carrying somebody, because you
I think
can't
we're
run.
spotted.
There's a fresh patrol coming, but we've almost made it. Right, let's get this guy out.
Choose me! Choose me!
Oh, did you hear that? One of those nut jobs just
Get
saw
in.
an alien
Get secure.
and ran towards it, yelling, "Choose me, choose me!" Oh,
More signals
shit,
incoming.
There's an alien around.
Come on, team.
Bring him down.
Shit, and over here.
Right, so that was the worst possible thing. that happened.
You hear that?
Yeah! Don't mess with me!
Another hunter mission. We're already on medium-high aggression, and we still haven't even opened the door to the fucking command room, which was the only thing we came in here to do. We have at least discovered what one of those other uncompleted secondary objectives was. Get this survivor out.
I think we're
Even though
spotted.
he's basically completely useless. And
They got our scent.
has
Look
cost us
alive.
this deployment.
Incoming.
Light him up!
There's a crusher somewhere. Be careful.
Oh, and there's a crusher coming. No tools, one med kit. The only thing I have lots of is
Deployed
ammo
sentry gun.
and enemies. Alright. And stress is rising. Contact closing from two directions. You know what? Let's at least set up and try and gain some XP out of this. Because we are definitely going to have to come back. There's a sentry gun there.
Sentry almost ready.
Approaching the south. That's a lot of contacts coming in from the south.
Sentry
That's a lot of
activated.
contacts coming in from the north as well. So slightly rising. Got the sentry guns deployed. Just wait this out. Yep, they're both coming.
Light him up!
I can at least just get enough experience for a promotion for somebody here.
In the name of Marlowe, hunt them down.
Tango down!
Shit! I'm out! Brothers, I'm hit.
Hunt is over, no further context on the motion tracker, and I didn't even get enough for a promotion. Alright, let's wrap this up.
On it.
Get out of
Back in
here and
sentry
come back
gun.
and do this another day. I went in there with 50% of this mission complete. I completed one secondary objective and I came out with 54% of this mission complete. This is just not good enough. I am really going to have to start doing better than this. And everybody apart from Sergeant Ruiz is wounded and they're all tired. And no promotions. Shit. I have to pass a day before I can redeploy, so let's see what tomorrow brings.
New objectives are awaiting your review.
Investigate an outpost, get 50 materials, 10 xeno samples, and a random survivor. I will have to give up the deployment though, but that's actually kind of good. And we got another engineer. That's actually really good. 5 engineers now, which means I'm generating 25 materials per day.
New objectives are awaiting your
Oh,
review.
this is kind of tempting as well, 100 materials, but nope, I need to finish off this Barclays dock mission. 54% complete. After 3 deployments? That's terrible.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
So, I have more than 100 resources now, and it costs 100 resources to unlock the mines or the incinerators, the flamethrower. These will replace the Marine's default secondary weapon, which by default is the shotgun, but they're 100 resources each, and there are
See you
other
around.
things that I can
Hello,
be spending resources on. Here in the Armory. For example, equipment upgrades for the Marines. Maori's got none, Latimer's got some, Spiderweb doesn't have anything, but Sergeant Ruiz doesn't have any, and
This one won't let you
yeah,
down.
we're definitely going to sort that out. The whole point of having a sergeant in your squad is extra command points. Radio backpack, we're definitely having that. That increases the command points from 3 to 4. There are other ways of increasing it, but this is the easiest. You can also give him honor ribbons to increase his bravery, which means he'll suffer less stress. However, his accuracy is shockingly bad as well, 25%. And this aiming sight, I mean, these are all the upgrades that you can give to all Marines. The first couple are specific to the class of whichever Marine you're looking at. I mean, I'd like to kit him out with all of the available upgrades, but I don't have unlimited resources. I had 117, and each one of these costs 30, so I've spent 30 on Ruiz. Maori, my gunner, doesn't have anything. This allows him to set up his smart gun as basically a sentry, but then he has to switch to his sidearm. The advanced tracking system increases the accuracy on enemies who have been targeted by the kill that bastard command by 10. That's pretty good. And high impact rounds increases the effect of suppressive fire. If you've got a gunner in your squad and you call for suppressive fire, by default the gunner is the one who provides it with a smart gun. Slows down the movement of enemies in the suppressive fire, cutting by 50%. That will increase it by more. I mean, these are all good upgrades. Although maybe not this one. I mean, that does allow him to deploy the smart gun as an additional sentry, but then he can only use his sidearm. So, yeah. Shall we have a look at the lousy good-for-nothing that we basically wasted that deployment saving? Here he is.
What did I teach you, Marine?
He's
Salute.
a kleptomaniac. He steals 20 of the resources that we recover from any deployment. This one's not that much better. This Marine is always exhausted at the end of a deployment. I tell you, man, these Marines are shit.
This one won't let you down.
What's this guy's problem? He's a brawler. Alright, anytime you rest, he inflicts a health point in damage on one of the other Marines. Unless you've got a medic in the squad. What about this
What did I
loser?
teach you, Marine?
He's
Salute.
a jinx. Every time he fires his gun, he has a 0.5% chance of causing it to jam. Now, I don't know what happens when your weapon jams, but I imagine you lose whatever ammo's in that magazine by having to force a reload in combat. That's just... These Marines are terrible.
This one won't let you
But they're
down.
what I have. So I'm just going to have to make the most of it, aren't I? Right, let's get back to Barclays docks and actually finish this thing. So my default squad selection is Sergeant Ruiz, 2 gunners and a medic, which isn't terrible, but I do need to make sure that at least one of these Marines has the smart-ass skill, or I'm going to have to replace one of them with a tech. And none of them have the smart-ass skill, so... Of course, she has the weak trait, which means that the whole squad deploys with 1 less ammo, and of course Sergeant Ruiz basically can't see his hand in front of his face, so his accuracy is terrible, but what can I say? this is what I've got. The only way of getting rid of those negative traits, by the way, is when they get promoted. If you're lucky, you get the redemption skill as an option, which removes the negative trait. Now, we don't have a lot of Xeno samples, but I'm definitely going to go with a Kite and Kevlar armor plates, because any damage comes off their armor before it comes off their health. And since 3 of the squad are on with pulse rifles, which all come with grenade launchers, it does kind of make sense to take the stasis grenade upgrade as well. That basically applies the suppressive fire effect to the area around wherever the grenade went off. So that's, you know, it's nice. It's extra stuff, effectively for nothing. Supplies, however. Yeah. I mean, I can take more than what I have, but it will cost resources. Yeah, I'll take 2 sentry guns. Oh yes, sentry guns. I need to talk about those, but now is not the time. Now it's time to kick the tires and light the fires. Let's do this. Honestly, this time we're going to do it. I promise. Can't believe it's taking 4 deployments to get this lousy mission done. I have simply got to start doing better than this. Right. Deploy.
Come on, team.
Let's, and again, this is something
Deploying
that
motion
we
tracker.
really do need to be doing. I'm going to deploy motion tracker right next to the
Setting a
ARC.
motion tracker.
Not because I need to see what's around
Motion
the
tracker
ARC.
activated.
The ARC is perfectly capable of taking
coming
care of
to us.
itself, so that's kind of the
More
point.
signals incoming.
I can
Move! Move!
trigger the motion tracker to generate noise and cause people to come looking. Like those suckers approaching from the south. And what they'll find
Right
is a
now.
very armed and angry ARC.
Back in terminal now.
Hopefully I have time to hack this terminal, because
More
I know that
signals
bunker that
incoming.
I'm currently hacking the entrance to is loaded with ammo. And because of weak source Kurtz, my test, I've only
Someone's here.
deployed with 3 ammo. Triggering that motion tracker. Sticking the motion tracker down on the top one command point.
Light him up!
And I could
You
have
like
made it
that,
into the
huh?
bunker and avoided
You!
this fight,
Don't
but,
mess with me!
I mean, you know, they're basically unarmed cultists. They're just cannon and XP fodder. So while the ARC deals with the guys that came out of the colony complex, and the motion tracker is still going crazy, attracting anything
something
else,
on the tracker.
and there's something over there. Although it doesn't look like it can get to you. But yeah, this
Roger. Let's see what's
thing has
inside.
basically been sitting here unentered since I arrived in Barclay Docks 3 deployments ago.
I have
And because we
multiple
could only
signals.
deploy with 3 ammo because of weak source Kurtz, that is very, very welcome.
Move on.
I finally clear that place out, and it's a handy little rest stop as well, because there's only one way in or out, and it only costs 1 tool to seal it up and turn it into a shelter.
Deploying motion tracker.
Not that I actually need to right now. Let's get a fresh motion tracker deployed. It only
Setting a
costs a
motion
command
tracker.
point.
Motion tracker
Hang on a
deployed.
minute. Aren't I supposed to have more than 3 command points?
Double time.
I've got a sergeant in the squad.
Safe position taken.
Ah shit, I didn't actually give him the radio backpack. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, it's too late to worry about that now. Let's get to that command room. There's more contacts coming in, but the ARC will take care
They're
of it.
heading our
That's
way.
fine. Oh shit, there's contacts around the other side of this door though, and the ARC will not be taking care of them. That's a fucking big signal.
Come on,
In case they
team.
come in here, I'm going
Safe
to hunker down
position
behind
taken.
cover, although I suspect they probably won't.
They're heading our way.
What's taken them so long? Oh shit, there's a lot of these bastards. They're right outside the door. And there's that one contact behind them that isn't moving. That's going to be an alien, I bet. Waiting to ambush me. There they go. I could trigger that
You looking
second
for a nice
motion
spot for a
detector
picnic or
and
what?
just draw them all straight to the ARC, couldn't it? I'll just stick around and wait and see if they find the ARC themselves. Oh, I hear the ARC's cannon going off. It looks like they've found the ARC. I mean, I'll trigger this motion tracker anyway, because I want to draw... You see that contact down to the south? That's the main... I want to draw that thing to the ARC. So, Yeah, the ARC butchered all of the cultists. Look at that.
You looking for a nice spot for a picnic or what?
And hopefully, triggering that motion tracker
Come on,
is going to
team!
draw the alien that was patrolling down to the south as well. So that'll be one less thing to worry about. Hang on a minute.
Hurry up,
Is
you
there something
sluts!
in this room? Yeah, there's more ammo. Alright. And this room only has one entrance as well. So, I mean, not that I need to, but I could use this room as a shelter too. But let's not get sidetracked. I mean, if there's anything else in here that I can pick up along the way, then I'll pick it up along the way. But
Perhaps
I
we
need to
should
focus
get
on the main
moving.
objective here, getting to that command room. There was a motion tracker contact up here, and now there isn't. So that was almost certainly an alien in the vent. But if you just wait them out, eventually the lurkers, they go away.
Roger.
Right, let's get ourselves up to the first floor. No, the second floor. I'm on the first floor. This gets so confusing. Over here we call the first floor the ground floor, and the second floor the first floor. Don't ask. It doesn't have to make sense. I mean, it kind of does make sense. The American system makes sense as well. They're just different and confusing when you're used to one and not the other. So, there's a bunch of rooms here I can use as shelters.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
But what I want to do is just run
Move on!
straight down here while the motion
Hurry
track
up,
is
squad!
clear. Checking around. I didn't see anything on the map that I'd missed. And that door, which apparently is still sealed,
Shit,
which
it's
leads us
coming
up
to
there,
us.
and which gets us
More
to the
signatures
security room
spotted.
and the entrance to the command. Oh, motion tracker contacts. Right, yeah, let's just keep moving. Nothing to see here, folks. Let's keep going. I'm going to need to break the weld on that door. Last time I saw that door, there were a couple of aliens that suddenly decided to stop trying to bust their way through.
Cut that door open!
So,
Door open.
there we go. We're through. Straight up here leads us to the security room.
Shh! Here's
Oh
what.
shit, there's an alien. That's alright, oh, bollocks. I didn't bring Smith, did I? The recon marine with the silent sniper rifle. He could have just eliminated this threat right here, right now. Oh well, he could do it quietly. I could do it, but it's going to trigger a hunt. And it's looking right at the door that I need to get through. That thing right there. The door is actually over there, up there to the north, and not the door that it's sitting in front of. I mean, I don't need to get through those doors, but I'm never going to get to the door on the other side of the room without that thing waking up. So I'm going to have to go all the way down here, a long way around. Again.
Perhaps we should get moving.
Shit. I mean, I could just blast that alien and trigger a hunt and deal with it.
Move on!
But, I mean, the whole reason it's taken me 4 entire deployments
Hurry up, squad!
to get this far is because I keep getting into unnecessary fights. So if I'm going to take the long way around, I mustn't get into any unnecessary fights, because
There's something
if
around.
I'm going to do that, I could have just shot that alien in the security
heading
room
our way.
and taken my chances with the hunt. Oh, and look at these motion tracker contacts. I don't want to have to fight any... Those are aliens. Definitely. Single contacts are aliens. I don't want to end up fighting these things when I could have just saved myself the bother and capped the thing in the command room. Oh, it nearly saw me. Let's just wait it out. Okay, it went the other way. That's good.
Come on, team!
Right, let's go. Oh, wait. The other one's on the move now as well.
Move! Move!
No, it's alright. It's across the corridor to the north. It's
More
not going to
signals
see me. The other
incoming.
one's coming back. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And there's a third contact. Oh, and now there's a fourth contact. Come on, Marines. What are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? Gee, would you, Sarge? That'd be real nice. Right, okay, we've made it. Oh, hang on a minute. That thing of... Okay, well, actually, this is good. Normally, there's a runner in the street down below
It's
waiting
quiet.
to jump up and grab you as
Too
you...
quiet.
But there's nothing there. So we've made it through the dangerous part. We have not triggered another hunt. We bypassed the alien in the security room.
I think we're spotted!
We're good. Right. I could spend a tool at the command table to
Come on,
reveal
team!
the layout, but you know what? I've only got one tool, and it's not worth it. Let's have a quick look around the room, pan around with the camera. I have been here before, but I might have missed something. It doesn't look like
Hurry
I
up,
have.
squad!
Right, let's get in. So this is basically... oh, there's a motion tracker contact. I mean, there's a lot of motion tracker contacts in the command room. Those are whack job, mad as a box of frogs cultists. But there was a single
More
motion tracker
signals
contact
incoming!
around here as well. Let's not pussy around. Let's get in here, because we've basically cleared everything out in here, including that good-for-nothing, useless survivor. And we finally... and it didn't take that long when you focus, does it? We finally reached the objective, the command room. So,
On it.
get the door unlocked.
There's a lot of them here.
Means you're in the right place, Marines. Deal with them before the critters join the party.
Right, so these guys are all armed. I wonder if I can just deal with them using sentries. Worth a try.
Sentry almost ready.
Place one each side, see what happens. Because I mean, I
Deploying
can charge in
sentry
there
gun.
all guns blazing. And there is cover available for me to take, but maybe I don't have to. Worth a try.
Sentry activated.
Yeah, sentries are doing what sentries do.
Oh yeah, don't mess with me.
Still a couple of them
Come on,
left.
team! Double
I'm gonna
time!
rush to cover here.
Safe.
Let's rock!
One over there. Seems like there's only over the sidearm though. Got him.
Go check the terminals. The details about the shipping manifest should be saved somewhere in that room.
Right now.
Pick up these sentries.
Packing sentry gun.
The thing about sentry guns, this game doesn't do sentry
Sentry
guns
pack.
properly, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Let's see what's inside.
But if any of you have ever actually seen the director's cut of Aliens, ooh, speaking of, there's another sentry there. All kinds of stuff to pick up. Yeah, that's another sentry gun.
Let's see what's
Now I have
inside.
4. This is why you don't always want to deploy with a full load of sentry guns for every Marine, because then you can't pick up any sentry guns that you find on the deployment. But if you've ever watched the director's cut of Aliens, when Hudson and Vasquez are setting up the sentry guns to defend against the aliens,
Roger.
you don't want to be in front of the sentry gun, because it basically it's a gun that's mounted to a motion tracker, and it will shoot at anything that moves, including you. So when Hudson and Vasquez in the movie were setting up the sentries to cover the tunnel leading from the atmosphere processor where the alien hive was to the command complex where they were hunkering down, when they armed the sentries, they made sure they were behind them when they turned them on. And then they did a weapons test by tossing a bucket in front of the sentries, and they just
Let's see what's
tracked and
inside.
obliterated the
Double
bucket.
time!
The sentries don't discriminate between friend and foe. They can't. It's just a gun connected to a motion tracker. The ones in this game do discriminate between friend and foe, which they shouldn't do, but honestly, I'm not complaining. Smart guns, by the way, they do discriminate between friend and foe. So I suppose theoretically it's entirely possible
Don't get too
to
comfy, okay?
have sentries that operate the same way. The way the smart gun works is that each of the Marines in the squad has an IFF transponder, identify friend or foe, and the smart gun's targeting headset will basically lock the trigger if you are pointing the smart gun at somebody. Oh, this is going to be bad, isn't it? Yeah.
Copy.
Okay.
Hurry up, Marines. I've got a feeling company's coming.
Yeah, Sergeant Harper has one of these seizures anytime there are aliens nearby. Okay, so those are my 2 avenues of approach, basically through that door. So if I was to set up sentries to cover that, I don't think welding the door is going to help, it's just going to cost me a tool.
Watch out!
Oh
They're coming
shit,
for the
you
vents.
sneaky
Tango
fucking
straight
Russians,
ahead.
they're coming in through the vents. Right, okay, fine. We'll have this sentry
Deploying
covering
sentry
that way.
Light them up!
Oh god, and they're coming in through.
Kill
right,
it!
so they're coming
Kill it!
in. You get that thing before it interrupts the sentry placement.
Watch out!
And it's interrupted the set replacement. No, this is not good. I think maybe it's a little too late for suppressive fire. Yeah, I'd say
What's in that shipping manifest, Hayes? Talk to me.
According to that
Fortunately,
terminal,
let's finish
the
deploying
last
that
container
sentry.
delivery was
The
a few
Marines
days ago.
do
Nothing since.
have...
Damn,
Oh god, there's another one right
it's a
there.
massive one.
Could be, but we need more intel. Go check another
Grenade
terminal,
launcher
Marines.
going. Yep, got it. Alright, we're good for now. Let's finish deploying these sentries. I need 360-degree coverage. What was I talking about? Oh yes, somebody in the comments of the previous video was saying, how come when the aliens get amongst your Marines and start carving them up, they never seem to take any damage? They're wearing armour, so the damage comes off the armour first. And the armour's also treated with acid resistance coating.
Ready.
So as long as they have armour, they won't take any damage from acid spray if an alien gets too
Sentry
close.
activated.
It basically bursts when we kill it. Right. So go shoot through the shipping manifest fire. It looks like what's happening here is every time we
Deploying
trigger a
sentry
terminal,
gun.
it launches another wave of aliens. So I've got 4 sentries.
I think
Let's
we're
get
spotted.
these buggers deployed.
Take them straight
There it
ahead.
comes.
Focus fire
Oh,
on
looks like we're
target.
not waiting for them to access another terminal. Alright, so
Come
I
on,
should probably
team.
move my arse and get this shit done before I get overwhelmed. 4 sentries deployed. Alright, let's do it.
Right now.
Sending data your way, Administrator.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm sure we'll find out.
Incoming
Oh
critters!
crap, here it comes. Back in the middle of the room.
Kill it! Kill it! Yeah, don't mess with me!
Line him up.
Parts of fire for the Marines' own
These
gun.
containers have been sent across the sea, but some of them are still stored in a nearby warehouse. Hangar
I've got
8.
plenty of
Let's
command
try another
points.
terminal.
I mean, I don't have as many as I should have if I'd remember to actually give Sergeant Ruiz a radio backpack. I thought something was funny when I deployed with 117 resources. I thought, didn't I
Copy.
have 117 resources before I started
Gotcha,
handing
bro.
out equipment upgrades? Yes, I did, because you didn't actually hand out any equipment upgrades. Well, we'll have more when we come back from this mission. We picked
Come
one
on,
up.
team.
Okay, so objective.
Incoming critters!
Well, there's a lot of them.
Bring him down!
Stays over. We just
Kill
need to
it!
clean up what's left in the room.
You like that, huh?
Hoo-ah!
And it's
Found it.
saving.
There should be a compatible comms repeater in Hangar C.
We got what we came for. Let's go check these hangars, squad.
There's an elevator here. It should take you right back outside, near the docks.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Well, another hunt's just been triggered, but
Packing
there's no
sentry
motion
gun.
tracker contacts, so I think it's safe to pick up the sentries. And that thing that I spotted outside, that's obviously the elevator that she's
Sentry
talking
packed.
about. The next objective is pointing right to that. So that's handy, means I don't have to go all the way back the way I came, again, in order to get back down to the docks. So let's retrieve
it's
all
coming
of
to
the
us.
sentries.
They're heading our way!
How we do for ammo? Not great, but not terrible either. Although everybody apart
Send
from
over the approach!
Gunner Maori could
Looks
easily-
like they found us! Light
Oh,
them
hello.
up!
Tango down.
That thunder was talking
That gun's a
about.
freaking lawnmower!
Yeah. So how am I getting out to that? That door's sealed. Okay, we're going to have to go through that one. But there's still a hunt active, although it is about to expire. Again, though, no motion tracker contact, so we're probably quite
Hurry
safe.
up,
I should
squad!
Maybe do something
I don't hear
about
them
the
anymore.
stress levels. Like, the
Clear.
hunt's been interrupted, that's good. Is there anywhere I can go? I've only got 1 tool left, but that's a problem. Because in order to create shelter with 1 tool, I'm going to need to find a place that only has 1 way in or out. And then I'll have no tools. But I mean, stress is only at 50%. This isn't the end of the world. Retribution.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
Oh, that's... yeah. Oh, hello.
Look at this beauty. CM-88G Bison. That's what I call a ship.
Yep. A Class M star freighter. That's basically the Nostromo from Alien. Or the Torrens from Alien Isolation. The fact that we are drawing our attention
Move
to
on!
it does suggest that we're going to be going on board that thing at some point.
Right now.
And that's going to be interesting because those things aren't actually that big. I mean, they look big, but they're all engine. The actual habitable area of those ships is kind of small. It's only 2 decks. So that's going to be interesting.
Hey, that train's leaving. If there's more containers aboard...
Do you want me to pursue, Sarge?
Stay on us, Hunslet. I hate to say it, but we have our orders. It's too late for that.
Right, let's get some reloads. And then... I mean, we had 4 of 6 primary objectives complete. We just found the command room, so that's 5 of 6, which means this should be it. This should be the last thing we have to do. And I hunker down here because there are some contacts incoming. But I think this is as good a place as any to wrap things up for today. We're making progress. We're still on easy, high aggression.
More signals incoming!
We're low on tools, but we've got a reasonable supply of meds. We've got 4 sentry guns, and we've got a decent amount of ammo. So I think we're just going to kill these guys. Because they're about to see us anyway.
Enemies of the era! Oh yeah, don't mess with me.
And I think that's going to be it for the day.
Extended, grant us your
With some solid progress, finally. And we're on track to get this mission complete in this one deployment. So hopefully that coming up in the next episode. Stay frosty, Marines.